חג פורים, חג גדול הוא ליהודים, מה שקדרה שנים זמירות וריקודים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. חג פורים, חג פורים, חג גדול הוא ליהודים, מה שקדרה שנים זמירות וריקודים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. חג פורים, חג פורים, חג גדול הוא ליהודים, מה שקדרה שנים זמירות וריקודים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. Song number 1 on your song sheet if you'd like to try and sing along. חג פורים, חג פורים, חג גדול הוא ליהודים, מה שקדרה שנים זמירות וריקודים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. חג פורים, חג פורים, חג גדול הוא ליהודים, מה שקדרה שנים זמירות וריקודים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש רש רש, הבנה רישה רש 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 ברשנים. Now before we get started, does everyone have their Ra'ashanim with them right now? Does everyone have a grogger with them? If you made one, amazing. If you don't have one or you didn't get a chance to make one, you could get one from the back of the room. You could get one from, we'll get one. If you don't have one with you, we will grab one when we read the Megillah. Thank you, Janet. All right, we'll grab one in a little bit. And if you do have one with you, if you have one in your hand, I'm going to ask you to put it under your seat for right now, and I will tell you when it is time to get it out.
Well, good evening. Wow. Shabbat Shalom and welcome. Happy Purim to all of you. We have a different kind of service tonight because obviously we'll be reading from the Megillah and also all our Purim songs. And we'll have the kids come up here for all of that. And we have a march around, a parade as well. So would someone like to light candles for us tonight as we begin our service? Oh, perfect.
You can come up too if you have your hand up. You can come help too. You can come help. Oh.
Sure.
I like how Bonnie and Lori part like the Red Sea. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner להדליק נר של Shabbat.
May the Shabbat candles that we now light inspire us to see justly and gently, look honestly and with kindness, and to see what's holy in each other. Turn in our prayer books to page 4, and there's a lot of people to be introduced to. Hine matov, how good and pleasant it is to be together.
In fact, there are so many people to be introduced to that I'd like to invite anyone who would like to participate to stand up, and you're going to be able to walk around the room if you would like to. Anyone who would like to participate, you can stand up, and every time we say Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, which means like to sit or to be here together, you can find a new person's hand to shake. Every time. It's Purim. We can do things a little bit wacky tonight. All right? So stand up if you want to do this. And you can walk around the room. Every time we say Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, find a hand to shake because it's so wonderful to be together. Hine matov u'manayim. Find a hand. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Or you could do it from your seat. Hine matov u'manayim. Find a hand. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine matov. Find a hand. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine matov. Find a hand. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine matov u'manayim. Find a hand. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Even if you're sitting, Hine matov u'manayim. Find a new hand. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Ready? Hine matov u'manayim. Find a hand. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine matov u'manayim. New person. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine matov. Hine matov. Yalla la yalla la 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 la. Hine matov. Hine matov. Yalla la yalla la 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 la. Two more. Hine matov u'manayim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Last one. Hine matov u'manayim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
And as we turn in our prayer books to page 8, at the top of the page, we'll welcome the angels of peace. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Zeitchem L'Shalom, Zeitchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
And perhaps a Purim song.
All right. Let's wait a couple more because I know there's a few people still coming up from downstairs. So we'll give them a couple minutes and
Okay.
yeah.
Well, then we look up
Perfect.
to the mountains, don't we?
Absolutely.
Just
All
as the
right.
pilgrims looked up to the mountains as Sinai, we'll turn to page 12 and join together.
Do we have it? We don't have the mic? Okay. We'll get it for the next one. Or you could go look, see if it's in the sacristy in the back.
Go ahead.
Sinai.
May I yavo azri esaena yao harim. May I yavo azri may Madonai. Oh say Shema השמיים בארץ, אשאנה אלוהי הרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. אשאנה אלוהי הרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. עזרי מעם אדוני, עושה שמיים בארץ. עזרי מעם אדוני, עושה שמיים בארץ.
Thank you. We got that just in time. We'll turn our prayer books to L'cha Dodi as we welcome the Sabbath bride. Let's join together.
לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשמו תפארת ולתחילה. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור המרחה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, כמיצי מתוך רב לך שלט בעמי המחה, והוא יחמול עלייכם. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Bottom of page 18, we rise, face the rear of the sanctuary as we greet the Sabbath bride.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
May be seated. Well, part of the story of Purim talks about that evil guy, and we're not going to mention it. Oh, you don't have groggers. We're talking about Haman.
Boo!
Oh, I guess it doesn't work.
Wait, they do. Some of them do.
I know. I can't win with that. But he wore a very special hat. We're going to talk about it. Number 3 on your song sheets. And let's explain how we do it and who knows how.
All right. Well, first, repeat after me. La kova,
La kova,
sheli,
shali,
shalosh,
shalosh,
pinot.
pinot.
Those are all of the words in the whole entire song. You can help from your seat. All right. So, and then it just goes shalosh, pinot, la kova,
Kova,
sheli.
shali.
La kova means
The hat, my hat.
to my hat. Yes, so touch where your hat hypothetically is or currently is. Okay, And Sheli means
Me.
mine, right? So point to yourself. Yes. Okay, so we have Lakova. This is full group participation required for this one. Lakova. Sheli. What is Shalosh? Three. Nachon me'ad. 3. Shalosh. Let's see. 3. Shalosh. And Pinot are? Corners. So touch your corner. All right. Very good. Touch your corner. All right. And then Shalosh. Pinot. Lakova. Sheli. Excellent. Okay, we're going to do this. Sing it to the melody of My Hat Has 3 Corners, roughly. All right? So it goes like this. Let's do it all together. Lakova Sheli, Shalosh Pinot, Shalosh Pinot, Lakova Sheli. Again, Lakova Sheli, Shalosh Pinot, Shalosh Pinot, Lakova, again, Lakova Sheli, Shalosh Pinot, Shalosh Pinot, Lakova, one more time, Lakova Sheli, Shalosh Pinot, Shalosh Pinot, Lakova, excellent. Okay, we're going to do exactly that, except each time we do the song, we are going to remove one word from it, but you still need to do the hand motion. So the first time we are we'll do it one more time with all the words for good measure.
We should be filming it this way.
And I can. Maybe I should.
No, that's okay.
I think that would be, no. Okay. All right. Well, everyone's going to do it. We're going to do it all together. We'll do it with all the words, and then we'll slowly take out one word at a time, but remember what the motions are. All right. Lakova Sheli, Shalosh Pinot, Shalosh Pinot, Lakova Sheli. Sheli, Shalosh Pinot, Shalosh Pinot, Sheli. Shalosh Pinot, Shalosh Pinot. Pinot, Pinot.
That was great. Well, let's return to our prayer books, page 24. Do we have some guests that are coming up to lead us?
We do. Everyone who has not yet had their bar or bat mitzvah, who has not yet celebrated their bar or bat mitzvah, come on up.
I know.
Not you, that's right. No, you have something far wordier coming up, Will.
We turn to page 24 in our prayer books and rise for the Baruch Hu, our call to worship.
Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Who as
Adonai, Hamehoah.
Baruch Adonai, Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Leolam Vaed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Leolam Vaed.
Let's keep them up here for Shema.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Who's going to pass the microphone? Let's turn in our prayer books, page 30, and we'll join together. Get in close.
No. Everyone huddle. That beats your neck off.
Shema
Yisrael Adonai
את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We're talking about that little parade.
Yeah.
Everyone in costume.
Yes.
As we sing, what's the next song you want to?
We're going to do Miriam's song.
Which is,
You can hold it up if you want.
as the waters closed upon the pursuing Egyptians, Miriam and her women danced. So who's got a costume that you get to walk around? We get to see.
All right, Jana, you can lead us. If you have a costume on, we're going to do a little costume parade. Oh, say fella, nora tehila, oh, say fella. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. And Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long.
Fabulous. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Shomer Yisrael, guardian of Israel, we call out to you with prayer to protect the men, women, and children who were brutally kidnapped by Hamas and held captive in Gaza, along with the members of Israel's defense forces missing in action or held captive now 168 days. May it be your will speedily and soon to bring them out of darkness, the shadow of death. Give continued strength to the IDF to do all that must be done to deliver them from danger and back to the loving embrace of their dear ones. May the verses from Isaiah be true. Those delivered by God will be returned. They will enter Zion with everlasting joy. Hashkivenu, the top of page 34.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Hamidenu malkeinu
there are those in our community who are in need of healing of body, mind, or spirit. We ask that you keep them in your prayers. If you have a person in your life in need of healing, please feel free to share their name aloud as we move about the sanctuary. Page 38 as we join together, Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
We offer blessings for full healing to Gail Balin, Sue Beiser, Dennis Deutsch, Gordon and Margaret Fitzichem, Carol Ann Finn, Jane Friedman, and Deborah Goldman, Mark Grabowski, Lori Hellman, Mike Herman, Ra'eh Ivri, Donald Jaffe, Harriet Jaffe, Mary Sue Katz, Cheryl Kessler, Herman Keek, Ronan Kujawa, Renee Myers, Stephen Reese, and Roberta Scheller, Sam Schwartz, Johnny Siegel, Bill Silvers, B. Sklerowitz, Dina Stempler, Maury Strauss, Marcy Tracy, Goldie Wetcher, Mickey Winokur, David Wolf, and Lauren Howard. Thank you.
Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Well, I know that we have so many people that are also watching us from the East Coast to the West Coast, and we always welcome them. You get to see us today, or if you choose to watch again tomorrow. But it's always great to be able to stream this to all of you. And we have Dina Stempler, who was with us when I first came here, and she was really one of the founders of our congregation. I know she's watching with her daughter Marcy and Steve. And I said, for sure, on Purim, we're going to say hello to you. You're in Florida, but you're with us here tonight as well. And also to Bernie and Helene Grabowski, they're with us on the East Coast and West Coast. We've got all those Seacrest people that are watching, and they watch every time. So glad to have so many of you here, of course, with us, and all of you who are watching. It's wonderful. We'll turn to our prayer books, page 40, and rise for the Reader's Kaddish.
And Will are going to lead us.
Welcome back.
Really close. Yitzgad. Amen. B'chayechon u'b'yomechon u'b'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Bagala bagala u'vizman kariv. Amen. Yehi shmei b'mevarach le'alam u'lam e'amaya Yitbarach.
Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Yitpa'ar, Yitroma, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitaleh, Yitalal, Shemedi Kusha,
Barichu.
La'elam min korbechata v'shirata,
Tushbechata v'nechemata Ta'amira be'ama.
V'imaru.
Amen.
eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Page 42 as we join together, and then silently through page 57.
Adonai. Ananana svatai tiftach. Ananana ufi agid. Ufi agid tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana svatai tiftach. Ananana ufi agid. Ufi agid tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana svatai tiftach. Ananana ufi agid. Ufi agid tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana svatai tiftach. Ananana ufi agid. Ufi agid tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Adonai svatai tiftach. Ananana ufi agid. Ufi agid tehilatecha.
may be seated when you've completed the Amida. As we continue with our prayer for peace, the bottom of page 56, and join together, Oseh Shalom.
Spirit of the world, make us whole again. Grant us peace. Grant us your peace. Spirit of the world, hear our humble prayer. Grant us peace. Grant us your peace. Oh, say shalom, bimromav, huya, say shalom, huya, say shalom. Oh, say shalom, bimromav, huya, say shalom, huya, say shalom. Aleinu, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Aleinu, Aleinu ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel. Oh, say
And to hear more of that music, August.
Yes, that is one of the new songs that's going to be on the album that Colleen and I just wrote. And we are having an album release concert on August 14th on top of the mountain. We hope you will all be there.
So not only do you come for the mountaintop service,
2 mountaintop services. We still have 2 mountaintop services and a mountaintop album release concert with a ton of incredible contemporary Jewish musicians joining us. All the best in the biz are going to be there. So
it should be amazing.
Come join us.
Wow is right.
That's right. I'll pay you
Just as
later.
an introduction to the Megillat Esther and the reading that we do today, there are 10 chapters found. This is what it looks like. It's written just as a Torah would be, almost. It's written on the animal parchment. This is about 150, 200 years old. On parchment, written by hand with a quill. What's different about this, and what's special about it, is that in any of the 10 chapters of any of the words, God is not found. It never mentions the word of God, we think. So the lesson that we learn from this when you begin to read the Megillah is how is it possible with such horrible and horrifying things that were going to be happening to the Jews, that God wasn't there to protect them. So there's only one word that the rabbis found that might have a reference, and the word is hamakom, which means this place. They were trying to say that God was always in this place or wherever we are. That when we think God is absent, as we have from the Megillah, God is always there. And what's special about this one, it's written by a scribe, and this is the first thing that we learn how to write. And the reason, here you could take the end of it too. The reason we learn how to write this is because it doesn't have God's name in it, so if you make a mistake, it's not such a horrible thing, you just start over again. But what's special about this one, there's a really famous guy in the story. He's a king named Achashverosh, right? So what they tried to do is they say at the top of every column, and you can see the columns are here, there's one word at the top of every column, and it's Hamelech, the king. This isn't done like on a computer where you just program it to do it. You got to be a little meshugana to be able to say, I'm going to end with this last word here, B'Shem, which means the name, and the next word at the top has to be Hamelech. And then when they get to the last word here and they talk about the sons of Haman, there they are, and so they had to hang them all. So it's called a Hamelech Megillah. It's very, very rare and hard to find because the top of every single column is going to say the king, the king, the king. And the scribe when writing this has to say, not oops, I don't have room, but you have to say, I measured it out perfectly. We have as our Megillah reader, every year, Ellie comes to do this. This is amazing. But he's going to be chanting for us, reading, and we'll give you this microphone. And it starts with 3 prayers. Remember when we light the Hanukkah candles, we always had 2 prayers. Well, in this one we have Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu on the reading of the Megillah, which is Al Mikre Megillah. And the second prayer, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. And what do you think the third one is? You can lead us in singing. A little Shechianu. Let's bring you over.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehachianu v'kivanu v'higianu b'zman hazeh.
Have we handed out the groggers? Oh,
Kroger's stat.
while we're doing that, I know when I was speaking with Dina's daughter Marcy, she said she wished she could be here for Purim with us. Well, she is. She's watching from Florida. So if you have a grogger in Florida, or if the Groblowskis have one out in Virginia Beach, get it out.
And if anyone wants to come and sit on the bima while we do the story, you're welcome to.
Adults too?
Anyone? Anyone? Anyone?
It's good to practice.
We're fine. We're fine.
Thank you for doing this. We're good? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. Chapter 1. There we go. It's on now.
אוקיי. ויהי בימי אחשוורוש, הוא אחשוורוש המולך מהודו ועד כוש 27 מדינה.
In those days, almost 2,000 years ago, King Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom in Shushan. The king had made a 7-day banquet for all the people at the party. And on the 7th day, when the king's heart was merry with wine, he ordered Queen Vashti to show her beauty to his friends. But Queen Vashti refused to attend the king, and he became very angry. A royal edict went out that the king would give her royal position to someone else. Chapter 2.
אחר הדברים האלה, כשור חמת המלך אחשוורוש זכר את ושתי ואת אשר עשתה ואת אשר נגזר עליה.
There was a man in Shushan whose name was Mordecai, who has raised his niece Hadassah, also known as Esther. She joined the many maidens who were gathered in Shushan to see if it would be given to Vashti's position. When Esther was presented, she followed Mordecai's advice and did not reveal that she was Jewish. Esther won favor before the king over all the other maidens, and Ahasuerus, well, he placed the royal crown on her head and made her queen. Chapter 3 is the good one.
אחר הדברים האלה גדל המלך אחשוורוש את
You could say it.
המן בן המדתה האגגי וישנאו וישם את כיסאו מעל כל השרים אשר איתו.
Well, after these events, King Ahasuerus promoted Haman to be his viceroy. All the people who were in Shushan were required to kneel before Haman. But Mordecai would not kneel because Jewish people did not kneel before anyone but God. So when Haman saw Mordecai, that he wouldn't kneel before him, Haman became angry and he wanted to kill all the Jews. Chapter 4.
וכל עבדי המלך אשר בשער המלך קוראים ומשתחווים להמן כי כן ציווה לו המלך ומרדכי לא יכרע ולא ישתחווה.
And Mordecai told Esther to go before the king to beg him to save her people. Then Esther replied to Mordecai, "Go assemble all the Jews who are present in Shushan and fast for 3 days and night. Then we will go before the king." Chapter 5.
ותאמר אסתר, אם על המלך טוב יבוא המלך והמן, היום אל המשתה אשר עשיתי לו, ויאמר המלך מהרו את המן, לעשות דברי אסתר ויבוא המלך והמן, אל המשתה אשר עשתה אסתר.
That's pretty good reading with all this interruptions.
I almost
Okay.
forgot how to do that.
Right.
No, I don't like
When the king saw Queen Esther standing in the court, the king said to her, "What concerns you, Queen Esther?" And Esther said, "If it pleases the king, let the king and Haman come today to the banquet that I've prepared for him." And Haman, well, he was very happy until Haman saw Mordecai in the king's gate, and Mordecai again would not bow. But Haman restrained himself. And he came home and recounted the story of the day. And Haman's wife, we should say boo for her too. She said, make a gallows 50 cubits high, and in the morning tell the king, hang Mordecai on it. That pleased Haman. And he made gallows. Chapter 6.
ויאמר המלך מי בחצר, והמן בא לחצר, בית המלך החיצוני, לאמור למלך לתלות את מרדכי על העץ אשר הכין לו. ויאמר נערי המלך אליו, הנה המן עומד בחצר, ויאמר המלך יבוא. ויבוא המן, ויאמר לו המלך, מה לעשות באיש אשר המלך חפץ ביקרו? ויאמר המן, בליבו למי יחפוץ המלך לעשות יקר יותר ממני.
Well, Haman came to the king's house to request that the king hang Mordecai on the gallows. But as Haman entered, the king said to him, what should be done to a man whom the king wishes to honor? And Haman thought to himself, who would the king wish to honor more than me? And Haman suggested to the king, let him wear the king's royal garments and ride the king's horse, and put a royal crown on his head. The king was actually thinking of honoring Mordecai, who once saved the king's life. And Haman was mistaken. Chapter 7.
ויאמר המלך אחשוורוש, ויאמר לאסתר המלכה, מי הוא זה ואיזה הוא אשר מלאו ליבו לעשות כן? ותאמר אסתר, איש צר ואויב המן, הרע הזה המן, נבעט מלפני המלך והמלכה. ביום ההוא נתן המלך אחשוורוש לאסתר המלכה את בית... Oh, sorry.
So the king and Haman came to dine with Queen Esther. The king asked Esther, so what is your request? And Queen Esther replied, if it pleases the king, may my life and that of my people be saved. For I'm a Jewish woman, and all Jewish people will be killed on the 14th of Adar. Well, this surprised King Ahasuerus, and he asked Queen Esther, who dared make this decree? And Esther said, the evil Haman. He ordered this, and Haman became terrified before the king and queen. Then one of the servants said, Haman also made gallows to hang Mordecai, the man who once saved the king. So the king said, you know what? Hang Haman on those gallows. And they hanged him on the gallows that he prepared for Mordecai, chapter 8.
You know, that's what we do in Passover. We just read real fast. That's what I try to do.
That's good. You're good.
ביום ההוא נתן המלך אחשוורוש לאסתר את המלכה את בית המן. צוררו מרדכי בא לפני המלך כי יגידה אסתר מה הוא לה. ויסר המלך את טבעתו אשר העביר מהמן. ויתנה למרדכי ותשם אסתר את מרדכי על בית המן.
Well, on that day, Esther said, if it please the king, let it be written to rescind the orders of Haman and destroy all the Jews. And in every province there was joy and gladness of the Jews and a banquet of festive joy.
ויאמר המלך לאסתר המלכה בשושן הבירה הרגו היהודים ועבד 500 איש ואת 10 בני המן. בשאר מדינות המלך מה עשו, מה שאלתך, ויתן לך ומה בקשתך עוד ותעש. ותאמר אסתר, אם על המלך טוב יינתן גם מחר ליהודים אשר בשושון לעשות כדת היום ואת 10 בני המן. המן.
Okay.
יתלו על העץ.
Well, in the month of Adar, on the 14th day, the king's order was reversed. Esther said, if it please the king tomorrow, let them hang Haman's 10 sons on the gallows. For Haman, the enemy of all the Jews, had planned to destroy the Jews. And he cast the pur, which is the Persian word for lot or lottery, to destroy the Jews. Therefore, we call this holiday Purim, after the Persian word of pur, chapter 10.
כי מרדכי היהודי משנה למלך אחשוורוש וגדול היהודים ורצוי לרוב אחיו דורש שוב לעמו ודובר שלום לכל זרעו.
And Mordecai became viceroy to King Ahasuerus, the great among the Jews. He advocated for the Jewish people and asked for peace for all generations. This is the story of Purim and the end of Haman. Thank you. That was.
המן.
Thank you. Thank you. Now to follow. Oh, you wanted to do that first and
I
then
want to see
announcements?
if they were paying attention.
Okay.
And then we could do some announcements. But I want to see if they were listening first.
Number
I have-
4 on your song sheet.
I have some riddles for you. Play with me, dance with me, join in my song. Clap with me, tap with me, sing it along. Purim is here, a holiday of fun. Just guess my name as soon as I am done. I was once the king's delight. Then he told me to get out of sight. He gave me orders I just couldn't see. I didn't obey. My name is... That's right. Play with me, dance with me, join in my song. Clap with me, tap with me, sing it along. Purim is here, a holiday of fun. Just guess my name as soon as I'm done. I come from Persia to play in the game. Children have trouble pronouncing my name. I have a crown, a scepter, and ring. You know my name.
King Ahasuerus.
The king. Play with me, dance with me, join in my song. Clap with me, tap with me, sing it along. Purim is here, a holiday of fun. Just guess my name as soon as I am done. I am Hamalka, in Hebrew we say. Without me there would just be no Purim day. I saved my people from Haman. So mean, you know my name, it's Esther the Queen. Play with me, dance with me, join in my song. Clap with me, tap with me, sing it along. Purim is here, a holiday of fun. Just guess my name as soon as I'm done. I helped the queen to bring us to glory. I am the hero of this Purim story. I was told to get ready to die. You know my name, it's brave. Yeah, play with me, dance with me, join in my song. Clap with me, tap with me, sing it along. Purim is here, a holiday of fun. Just guess my name as soon as I'm done. People would bow down when I walked about. Now they use groggers to drown my name out. Others they cheer as loud as they can, but my name they bill. My name is Play with me, dance with me, join in my song. Clap with me, tap with me, sing it along. Purim is here, a holiday of fun. You guessed our names, and now we are
Thank you. And how impressed are we that the kids know all of the answers? So our thanks to the cantor and to Kendra and the Sunday school that we only have in the fall, where we get to learn all these songs and lessons in this little valley, that we get to have such great knowledge of our kids. Well, there's so much else coming up, and that's some act to follow with the president of our congregation, Stephen Wellens, is now going to tell us everything that's happening in the summer.
Yay! Activities!
Shabbat Shalom, and it's wonderful to see everybody here. All the amazing costumes. You guys are dressed up beautifully, and I'm sure everybody watching us around the world love to see you up here in the costumes. I want to say a special thank you to a number of people that made this night happen. Kendra, the cantor, Janet, Rabbi, the parents that volunteered, that baked, that set up, that painted, the teachers, all of the volunteers who made the Purim Carnival really special for our children, and thank you all. It was a wonderful experience. We've got a lot going on, and before the summer gets here, we've got a book havurah on the 18th. Bake a dish, bring it to the Brodsky's house. I think there's a sign-up probably for that. Heaven and Earth grocery store, so it's in the bulletin here. Passover, if you want a Seder kit, reserve it by the 12th. It'll be ready to pick up on the 19th. We're virtual in May 10, 17, 24, and 31. And then we'll get a little busy as June comes, and we've got just a ton of things to do in the summer. I want to do something different. It's probably never been done. This has been a very difficult 5 months for Jews around the world. We had these signs and these pictures up for 5 months, and we want to honor the hostages. There are lots of families in Israel that today could not celebrate Purim with their families, the hardships of the hostages, and we pray for their safe return. Some of these families will never be able to share Purim with their families again, and I think it's important that we recognize that, and we'll do a little something. So I'm going to shake this in honor of our congregation to make sure those hostages hear us 5,000 miles away, that we're thinking about them, and Purim is not just about us, it's about them, and we will never, ever forget them. So with that, Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Thank you. With this moment in memory of our loved ones who are no longer with us, we join hands in love and remembrance because a link has been broken in the chain that bound us together. In solemn testimony to that unbroken faith which links the generations one to another, we call to mind those whose yahrzeit we observe this month. Madeline Brand, Selma Bronstein, Sidney Burns, Carl Cohen, Sarah Jane Dresser, Sadie Dushman, Elaine Dworkin, Rhea Iyer, Arthur Foreman, Richard Fox, Max Friedman, Robert S. Fremont, Jack Futernick, Thelma Gerson, Herbert Given, Norman Goldberg, Edith Goldsmith, Howard Goldstein, Rosalind Goldman, Ida Haas, Phyllis Hayden, Sal Horwitz, Pauline Israel, Janice Kaplan, Ben Krasnow, Harold Kraus, Sidney Joseph Kern, Israel Laboritz, Maxine Landau, Hinda Lapkoff, Marion Levy, Earl Levitt, Edward Leaf, Enrique Santos Mazal, Bernard Myers, Evelyn Ruth Miller, Rose Moore, and Nathan Myers, Paul Pascal, Marjorie Green Patterson, Murray Plotnick, Mel Presser, Ethel Price Shapiro, Miriam Raymer, Edward Rosenthal, Carol Ross, Lisi Rothman, Ernie Schneider, Henrietta Schneider, Benedicta Schragen, Jay Schwab, Selwyn Schwartz, Jeanette Shapiro, Marvin Sheldon, Isidore, Jack Silver, Scott Simons, Leon Singer, Alan Solomon, Arthur Wagner, Dorothy Wellens, David Wertheim, Dana Whitman, and Shirley Seslowski. If anyone else is observing yahrzeit this month. Thank you. Well, we all rise now as a congregation for the Mourner's Kaddish on page 64. And those who wish may join with us as we say, Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechal Beit Yisrael, v'agalav izman kariv v'imramein. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach leolam omeo maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, tamiran bi'alma v'imramein. Yehi shlomo rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imramein, oseh shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imramein. May be seated, and I would guess it's going to be a Adon Olam to a Purim song.
Yeah, let's do it to number 2 on our list.
And I think we also need a little help before Catholic Mass tomorrow morning. We need to put all this away. Is anyone that wants to stay back and help? Your grandson's visiting from Penn, just graduated? Manhattan, but graduated. So if you'll come up and hold challah and wine for us, both of you. His middle name's David, but what's his first name? William David, okay.
Adon Olam Asher Malach V'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Le'et Nasa B'chefso Kol Zay Melech Shemo Nikra V'acharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Hove V'hu Yeh B'tifara V'hu Echad V'ein Sheni L'hamshil Lo Bira, bli reshit, bli tachlit, lo ha'oz ve'hamisra, v'hu eli v'chai gali, tzor chavli be'etzara, v'hu nisi umanosli, menat kosi be'yom ekra, be'yado avkid ruchi, ve'eti shan ve'a'ira, ve'im ruchi gebiati, Adonai li ve'lo yira. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be, oh, today will Mary, Mary be, oh, today will Mary, Mary be, and nash some hamintashin. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be, oh, today will Mary, Mary be, oh, Mary, Mary be, and nash some hamintashin.
This is a Strauss challah made with chocolate chips, sprinkles, all kinds of great stuff.
She made our Rice Krispie Hamantashen and the Hamantashen key lime
Thank
pie
you,
earlier.
thank you.
And this beautiful cloud really got into the Purim spirit.
It's beautiful. The challah. It's beautiful. Thank you. Let's rise for a closing blessing. Adonai oz li'amo yutein, Adonai afarechet amo v'shalom. May the Lord grant strength unto his people and bless all peoples with peace.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pori hagafen l'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lachem min haaretz b'te'avon.
Thank you both. Thank you. Shabbat shalom.
Chag Purim, Chag Gadol hu LaYehudim, Mashekot Rashanim, Zmirot Verikudim. Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Barashanim. Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Barashanim. And if you have a couple minutes to come help us break down the bima, that would be fabulous. Thank you. Shabbat shalom.
I have 1 second.
Then our time is